Rising family. Grand Rising family. Look at mother. Look at mother. Mother. Every time I look at this card, I get so emotional because it's so hard to find somebody in the physical world who looks at you like this. And I be looking at people like this a lot. So when someone look at me like this back, I be like, you love me? You really love me? Anyways, we got the eclipse just now finishing as we speak. Yes, I came pajamately dressed because naturally I'm a rebel. Makes me feel doesn't it feel good to say less? Doesn't it feel good to care less? Say aye. Yay. Okay. Just saw the Empress. Don't look back, you're not going that way. That's a message from my brother to my sister, and now I'm going to deliver it to everyone else today because the door is shut, energetically speaking, and we're going to see the unfolding of this take place over the next couple weeks and further, with Mercury going direct and out of shadow. So yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of information. What I noticed within myself is that I had a lot of triggering thoughts come up for me that I thought I dealt with, but you know, they're representing themselves in a way, of course different, but it's the same energy. So there are some childish perspectives that we all have that we can release during this new moon, because, you know, and we release by starting something new. We acknowledge the pattern and then we change it. That's what Gemini season is about. Virgo season, Pisces season, Sag season, all mutable sign seasons are about changing the pattern upon which we perceive information and letting those karmic ties and such go. So right now I'm using the Shaman Tarot deck, considering that I've been very shamanian for a while now, even though I do be around, you know, my Leo sun and rising, I still be around people, I still socialize, I'm a social person. However, my moon in Aquarius is like a whole nother world, completely opposite. It's like I'm allowing my avatar to participate in things that I truly do or would like to participate in, but at the same time it's this other extreme part of me that's, you know, in the background that is like, maybe it might be my 12th house sun as well, but if there's a part of me that's in the background that's just like, okay, so when I woke up and I had this dream, right? It's like that's playing out in my head. Like I'm thinking about it, like I'm mulling over a lot of information, and I'm like keenly focused on thinking about something. And then now I'm in a stage where I'm allowing myself to be more in my heart space and out of my mind. For one, to see what's in there and let it come out. Because Cancer season, Venus being in Cancer right now, is going to continue to evoke that. What's in your heart, let it out, because it's going to come out one way or the other. You can let it come out any way that's as healthy as it can be for you, but it has to come out. So let's get into a reading right now while we're in the new moon. Gemini conjuncting the Mercury retrograde, which will be back at this degree exactly on the weekend of July 4th. So be prepared to revisit everything that happened right now. It's gonna come up again, so to speak. You might get the other side of the story with this energy squaring off with Neptune. There's a lot of deception and lies that are being spun around at the same time the truth is coming out. So every time you find the truth about something, then it's like, wait a minute, that didn't seem right. So go to source. Go to every source of anything you ever have a question about, and allow your intuition to tell you the truth, because you're going to feel the truth before you see it. So don't over imagine anything. Neptune being in Pisces, you don't have to over imagine anything. You don't have to create any storylines in your head or any types of movies in your head to try to validate how you feel. Allow your feelings to be. And then 555, allow your feelings to be, but you do not have to act. Just chill in the cut. About the lie, just chill, and be revered, be loved, accept love, the love that you have within yourself. Let it be given back to you. Okay, so New Moon Gemini, 19 degrees, right on my series in the 10th house. I love this. Like, it's renewing my ability to communicate to my immediate community, but my community that we're starting to learn, especially with after that Sag full moon eclipse, we're starting to learn that our smaller communities are just bigger than we think they are. They may be more spread out than close. And it's like with the full moon, I felt like with Sag being something that's about distance or, you know, higher sights, bigger picture. You get the bigger picture that you probably didn't really want to accept or had a hard time accepting, you know, especially when the moon squared Neptune. It was Pisces squared Sagittarius. It's like the feelings or emotions of what you thought you see and felt were so intense, but it was something being pulled away from you. So whatever spirit that you had a firm attachment to, that showed up in people, places, things, situations, or ideas, that had to be pulled out of your vision so that you can see everything else. But everything else that you get to see with this new moon in Gemini also is going to square Neptune way closer than it did with Sag. You get to get out all the things or the spiritual connections that you made to think or say things in a certain way. Those are now being removed now that you can see. So the thing that my mom used to do was she would, you know, show us something that she would want to share with us. Sagittarius, moon and Cancer. She would show us something that she would want to share with us, and then soon as we question what it is, and like soon as we start talking too much Gemini shit, she'd be like, okay, nope, never mind, nope. And I feel like she got it from our grandmother, and she probably got it from her mother. And I do that with my kids too. But it's like, you know, here's the gift, Wheel of Fortune, you know what I'm saying? Temperance, you know, look at this ease and grace just coming in for you. And it's like, oh, okay, so now that things are not as bad as they seem. Okay, cool. But now that you get the fortune of what being in a spiritual space means when you are not constantly having anxiety about something, don't question it. Don't manipulate it. And don't try to make it into something that it's not. Because you'll miss the whole point of its essence. Virgo, you'll miss the moments of feeling, savoring, sensualizing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the other side of Mercury. Mercury in Gemini retrograde is Mercury Virgo. So allow yourself to, you know, remain calm, take your time making decisions. Don't feel hasty. Because a lot is at play here. So we got the World card coming out first. Cycles being completed. The Sun card. Okay. We got the Sun card here. Definitely some healing, realizations. And we got here the Three of Wands. Yeah, so definitely new territory, embarking on something that we have not done before. In this deck, you got him and the leopard coming overboard to this woman right here. So I feel like too, with Mars moving into Leo soon and Venus being in Cancer, like we are really starting to gather ourselves to do whatever it takes to get to that divine connection that is within us. And at the bottom we got the Seven of Bows. Well, this is the Three of Bones, but this is Seven of Bows, which is like Seven of Wands. I mean, Seven of Air, Seven of Swords. So allow yourself to fly over all the meaningless bullshit society and grow over that. Grow over the old structures that used to prevent us from growing and maturing in the way that actually, you know, certain structures, like I was saying about our vision being healed, our sight is being healed. There was a card in here. What do you know? From a totally different deck, but it's there for a reason. Yeah, this is basically along the line. This is the Leo part too. Personality, shining, being a light. Like what, and this card talks about not allowing your personality to, or what you think your personality is, to control you, so that you prevent yourself from growing and moving forward in things that can actually heal you on an energetic level. So yeah, allow yourself to float above all the petty physical shit. 1221. Allow yourself to fly over all of that shit and take a deeper look and meaning into what makes you you. And it doesn't have anything to do with a personality. It has everything to do with what's in your heart. What are you being guided or intuitively receiving messages to move towards? Because now that that cycle is being healed, it's time to rejoice. It's a new day, and the time to give reverence and love to the sun is during the summer months, in the, I guess, the northern hemisphere time. It's the same time, of course, but right now, with the sun and the moon being joined together at this time, we definitely want to give love and reverence to both the father and the mother, divinely, those energies. And of course, you can do that in the physical world by showing gratitude and appreciation for the parental figures that you created within yourself to keep yourself in check and in balance, as well as your physical parents. Whether you know them or not, whether you have close contact with them or not, be open to, you know, understanding that you chose to come here on whatever mission you knew you was coming here for. Even if you're not fully aware of it right now, just know that you chose to come here. You picked them yourself. So, and however you knew they were vibrating on or where they were at, spiritually speaking, you connected with that for a reason. And when you look at it from that standpoint rather than the physical human standpoint, it may actually give you more insight and healing into the person that you were meant to develop into on a soul level on your journey. So let's look at this world card. What's being completed here? Because this is an awakening or an awareness is growing. So now that chapter, awakening to family, legacy, truth, facts. I'm getting some facts here. There's a message that we may not want to hear, may not want to accept, but it's going to heal us. One more. For the World card, please. Okay, I got 2. Yeah, it's going to heal us. There's something coming that is supposed to heal us. A message that will heal us from the trauma of the past when it comes to family, or how we view family, or how we understand, you know, coming together as a community. Okay, let's look at this Sun card with this eagle here. Transformation. Again, community. 3 of Pentacles, working together and finding solutions. One more, please. And we got the Empress. Finding solutions on how we can be creative in a time where we definitely have this going on slowly but surely. These are buildings and, you know, societal structures being overgrown by nature. Nature is taking over because, you know, it has a right. Earth, Mother Earth, Father, they have a right to demonstrate their truth, Gemini. And it's time for whoever and whatever possessed nature to, it's time for their possessiveness to be cut off. So, yeah. Let's look at this 3 of Bones, 3 of Wands. We got the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, caring. The work that you do is to create ways that are more fertile for not only you, but those around you. So it definitely makes sense why he's trying to get to her with this spirit animal right here. Cheetahs or leopards, cats in general, are about agility, being swift, knowing when to take action and when to fall back. And the fact that it's time to take action, but we're still climbing over whatever chapter is being turned. Like this is how it feels. They're coming up from the depths of something. The fact that it's a red wall, it's like we're coming out of the depths of our lower nature and reaching higher to get to her, our divine mother, our goddess, our creator. He's the creation, but she's the creator. And learning and understanding how to nurture that energy within ourselves. Okay, and at the bottom we got the Chariot. Yes, it's time to understand that we can be victorious in detaching ourselves from living in our lower nature and rise above to our heart chakra. And it will be a physical change that takes place, but in the midst of change it feels like this, but you know, we end up here, you know, solid and firm in our emotions. Okay, so let's get one more for the 3 of Wands. What's being created? We got a Tower moment. We got the Tower moment. Okay, that's Mars, like I was saying before. One more. Why is the Tower? The Ace of Cups. See how this works out here. So in the chapter being closed about family, there's a new cycle starting with how we view interpersonal relationships on a group level. Like, okay, the pain and the hurt is over. You can let that stuff go. You are worthy of a community of people who will love and ensure your truth, your dreams are manifested. It may start off something very small, even though it's a 10 of Pentacles. It may be a small moment that actually feels like a 10 of Pentacles. And here's the breakthrough. So Mercury here, you know, allowing us to see how we've took part in creating situations that hurt us, and how we also took part in creating situations that can heal us, and being able to decide which one do you want to continue to grow in. Do you want to continue to grow in the lower nature self, that is destructive, angry, resentful, shameful, guilty, resentful, jealousy, greedy, or do we want to alchemically change our entire essence by transmuting that energy into us receiving the Ace of Cups? Okay, so at the bottom, yeah, we got choices to make. We got a lot of options on how we can handle situations, and Gemini is about multiple things coming from one. However, this card is Scorpio. The highest form of Scorpio is Geminian or Gemini, because although there's many things, Scorpio, you can deeply connect with on a very personal level when it comes to other people. You can create a lot of different, ties, karmic ties with people, without them even knowing it as well. Just by how you emotionally connect with yourself, and then how you send that connection to someone else that you're also connected with, you can create a certain tie. But don't allow yourself to be controlled or possessed by anything outside of you, or any ideas about you that you may have that may have been accumulated by the community of people around you, because that part of you is being healed. So now you get to be someone that you truly are from an authentic point. So you can start to create things from an authentic point. And I'll accept that. I definitely would accept that. Yeah, it's time to realize that you don't have to choose what's constantly being pushed in your face or forced for you to deal with. You get to learn how to be your own creator, because you are a magician. And that's my reading for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am available for personal readings as well. I know a lot of people are shutting that, down, because they're moving on to greener pastures, sailing on Six of Swords to something greater. However, I am still open to doing readings. I find personal joy in doing them. So you can find that in my description, either on this video or for my channel in general. Have a great new moon in Gemini. We're going to have this energy blossoming for us for the next 6 months until the next eclipse season. So last eclipse season, 6 months ago, we had some awakenings, and this will be the same. So enjoy. Peace.